Welcome back, Sleep Nation. Michelle, great to see you.
Hey, Dan. How are you?
Hey, girl, I have got some mom water. I am ready for sleep takeout late night.
Very good. Well, we need to stay tuned to find out if Dan bought a very expensive cup of coffee.
Oh, girl, we was at a conference hotel. That coffee is always overpriced.
So, we are just finishing up the Podfest, and this year, one of our not highlights of the whole experience was that they really didn't have the free flowing coffee that Dan needed.
No, they did not. But we only really would have known that was a thing because we came last year. We
Right.
did overall. We liked it. I like the conference. I think it's very helpful.
So we learned a lot,
Mhm.
and we also accomplished a lot here that I think that we really planned to do and then didn't plan to do.
We did. I'm just admiring the pink sock Michelle has over this microphone.
This is not the first time you guys have seen the pink sock.
Nope.
So,
Maybe it's the first time I'm admiring it this closely. So, Michelle, what are your top two takeaways from
so,
Podfest 2026?
so this year we spent a lot more time learning more about content and how much AI has changed.
Mm-hmm. A
Last
lot.
year was a lot just about like the actual hardware, microphones, lighting, things like that. And then this year was a lot about how AI is going to help us and be like a very positive thing.
Well, definitely from like a content generation like perspective. Not because it's going to make the content for you, but because I think it'll help us clarify some things a lot more easily.
Yeah. I thought that was probably
Yeah.
a good thing. The other thing is I am such a goer of these lectures, and I
Mm-hmm.
think the other thing that this conference did was they gave us permission to not go and try and just connect with people, and we connected with some really nice people in the exhibit hall
Mm-hmm.
more than connecting with other podcasters, but we connected with some nice podcasters and really found some very interesting things over lunch the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We had a group of two guys come up to us that wanted to spice up like all podcasts. They
Oh,
came and
yeah.
said, "Hey, we're gonna steal your podcast. Like that's what we do."
Yeah. I was like, is this like identity theft or something?
But no, they help do some of the editing and things like that, and also make it
Well, no, I think
a
they
little
turn it into a
fancier.
comedy thing. Like they literally like listen to your podcast and then create a parody of it. Maybe we should try it out and see if our Sleep Takeout Nation notices a
I don't
random new
know.
episode pop up in our feed.
So, speaking of that,
Hmm.
remember back in the day where we went back and forth between recording in the morning and at night? People told us that
Hmm.
they could tell the difference.
Oh, between us in the nighttime and
Right.
morning. Oh, I get that. Probably.
I can really tell.
Well, it is the end of the day. I'm a little exhausted from the day, and I have switched away from my caffeine to now my alcoholic mom water. So it'll be a much more mellow. This is sleep takeout late night. We should have like a theme song.
Do do do
Do-do-do-do.
do.
Like Moonlighting. Do you remember Moonlighting, that old show
Yeah.
from the 80s? They had such a distinct like intro sound. Don't know. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, regarding, so it's the Podfest is at the same place every year. And with other conferences that's happened, that's usually a good thing until it's not. And I think that there was some definite like corners cut at the hotel itself.
Mm.
And we were a very small entity being at the Podfest, even though it's a national conference.
Sure.
But there was this advanced gastrointestinal fellow conference down the hall, and they
Another conference too. There was like two other ones happening at the same time.
yeah.
A
So
lot
you could
happening at
you
this
could really
hotel.
tell that
Yeah.
ours was kind of the people who went to the least amount of college side.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, our people were like really nice people, and some were wearing fancy hats, and they
Oh,
had the matching
the
shirts.
outfits on our side were far better.
Yeah,
I would say the energy on our side was honestly probably far better too.
yeah.
Um, I think it was great. I think the people were fun. The only thing is, um, I think I feel like for me, like I paced myself a little bit differently this year. So I kind of was not like last year, it was like taking in all the information. This year it was more of like, what do I actually need? And we came here with a goal to crank out some podcast episodes, figure out our plan, kind of brainstorm me a little bit. I feel like we've accomplished that.
I
That
was
was
still
helpful.
stuck in the, hey, I have to like listen to as much and be as present as much for what they created for me. And I still took out from it what I needed to get out of it.
Sure. Yep. I get
But
that.
yeah, we spent most of the time going to hearing the same types of lectures. And then this afternoon, we
Mm-hmm.
separated it out a little bit.
We did. You did. I think I hit my wall. I was like, I'm a little done. And I was like, and I need more coffee. And there's no more free coffee. And so then Michelle wanted to go to the closing keynote. And I was like, girl, I'm going to go get some coffee and then work on my laptop in the lobby. And I did that. And then
It
you were,
wasn't really even the lobby. You entered like a whole new area. So
I did. I discovered it. I was like, well, this is
one of
great.
the lectures that
Just
we
been here
went
the whole
to
time.
early today
Yeah.
was on like a floor we didn't even know existed for the conference. And then they
Mhm.
had this nice, cute little landing above the bar. That was really
It
nice.
was. It was really cute. I will say, too, we walked through the other gastrointestinal conference a few times and grabbed some of their coffee.
You grabbed some
Yeah.
cookies too.
Yep. The cookies, too. I mean, they were right there. So, yeah.
And regarding the hotel that we stay at, which is kind of kitty corner next to the conference hotel, there were parts of the hotel that I thought were like really nice last year that went downhill, like rooms. And then
But, girl, look at this amazing chair you're in.
we did have to move around furniture.
Well, this is our hotel room studio.
But last year it would have been maybe 2-3 months after the big hurricanes in the Tampa Bay area, and they didn't even have the lights on in the bar and like the little restaurant eating area, and it was kind of hopping yesterday. Today, not so much.
Right. It was busy. Yep.
So
Very busy. I know. Fun thing. So, Michelle, verdict, would you come again next year?
absolutely,
Okay. What would you do different next year?
I think that I'm gonna bring my own coffee for sure.
Hmm.
I think we're gonna maybe have a little bit of a game plan about what we're going to do so that we don't burn out all day.
Well, I think we got to pace ourselves. But this is kind of how you roll. Like, Michelle's kind of intense when she's ready to be intense.
And then I just like fall apart. No, no, we're good. And, just make sure that we're being present and
Mm-hmm.
enjoying this experience. Being that we both have very full, like clinical type of careers, and the podcast we do a little bit on the side, to really be thrown into podcast world
Mm-hmm.
for like 2 straight days where this is what we're doing. I mean, we're checking our messages and
Right.
doing a little bit of work here and there, but this is the most podcast stuff that we've done ever.
It is. I kind of view it so number one, I would definitely come back again next year. And I kind of view it as a reminder of like, oh yeah, there's this whole other world out there around podcasting and doing things and to be honest, there's like way more stuff that we could be doing, but I don't think either one of us has the time to do it. Um, to like really like we could be creating like masterpiece level like YouTube videos, but I think it would take so much time and energy to do. Um, that we really have kind of like hit this conundrum of times too of like saying like how do you balance being a professional who still primarily works with people on a daily basis versus shifting your time and energy to the algorithm of making things that get watch time on YouTube or get advertising money on your podcast stream and thread or whatever it's called feed, um, of which by the way we've made like what $12 this year, maybe 20.
Maybe.
So
Anyway, wanna
regardless, we are not making funds like what some of the people are that we've seen,
no,
which is
but
great for them.
we understand. We understand
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yep.
So we need you to do a couple things. Okay.
Yes.
We've asked you to like our podcast. We've asked you to tell people about it. We also now want you to give us some comments and some critiques about what we're doing well and what we're doing maybe different, and maybe what you noticed is different, whether or not you like it or not. So go to your episodes, especially the ones that you like the best, and as many comments as you can give us. Good, bad. We're a little nervous, but we're going to take all that and we're going to move on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly, by the time that you're listening, if you haven't listened to us before, look at our art and our thumbnail and maybe see if we have a website.
Maybe.
We do have one. We actually have multiple websites.
Well, we did rescue Michelle from something earlier today about multiple purchases of things, but that's fine. We fixed it.
Yeah, we got to get a lot more funds before
Yes.
I keep making mistakes like that.
I mean, we fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed it, which is good. That's the goal.
Anyway,
So,
but if you want to
anyway,
help us,
yes,
please
let
let
us
us
know.
know. Comment.
Yeah. Especially if you find us on YouTube. If you find us on YouTube, just chap in a
Yeah.
comment. Let us know. If you find us on anywhere you find podcasts, rate and review us. Let us know.
And we do know if you're listening to us on Spotify or on a desktop
Mm-hmm.
or on iTunes, but really at the end of the day, however you listen to us. And if you like us better on one versus the other, let us know.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to leave you with a couple of things. Number one is our next episode is going to be one you don't want to miss because we went on assignment. We promised you some takeout into the world, and we took it. We took it and
visited two stores.
Oof. And you got to find out what happened to Dan at one of the stores.
Eek.
Okay, so
Yeah, stay tuned for that one.
stay tuned for the next big piece of announcement.
All right. All right. Well, until next time, Sleep Nation, happy 2026 Podfest. Wishing you all the best, and we will see all of our Podfest friends and followers next year. Bye.
Bye.